that I gago. What you thinking of behind? Don't tell nobody feels like love. I'm gonna take this moment.
Wait, kasi ko na bigay.
Yung alin? Ba't wala pa tayong ano? Hindi mo na kami lulog.
Lulutan na wala na ba ulit?
Wala na.
Kasi...
What? Batiin mo kasi siya, Gagi. Makilala ka niya. Tawagin mo siya. Ice.
Ice.
Bigyan mo.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Parang hindi ka niya awayin. Hello, Kyle! Hello, EJ. OTW from where? Di ba nakaano mo yan? Bakit tinatahulan ka?
You're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower. I put a heart out. That baby is If you've always hated Radiant's middle tower, I have.
Hello, Maynard. Oo, meron ata. Sila Gabi naman yung kakampi ko. Sino lamang dito? Lalabas ka na ba?
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Gaga, bakit ito pupunta na mo?
Creating so much for parallel.
Ay, galing mo siya.
He's getting
Dyer's top tower, I put a heart out. That baby is coming out. Radiant's middle tower is
information for his team.
Kasi napaliguan yung ulo niya.
Dyer's top tower is
Valky,
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is obliterated. Dyer's top tower is belly up.
the whole team to play this way because he's
Oo. May laban ka kayo mamaya. Bakit di ba kasali ka ulit kina Gabi
Gabby's
versus?
not gonna be.
Wala.
Is he too tanky?
Siyempre, sali-sali lang B.
Yara to give the sniper. The sniper will get an MKB once he's going for butterfly.
Or Monkey King illusion. The jump from Dawnbreaker, the song comes out. They're trying to find their positions. They see Fearless, they see Sniper, Armel already taking some early damage. KB, Arena's ready, Blink is ready. He's got to get the Sniper, but the BKB comes out as well. He needs to move out because all of his projectiles are getting blocked right now. Mood is going to be going down. DJ's also fallen. Armel with the TP away. They won't be able to fight. The global silence prevents them from continuing this battle. Such a good arena. That just blocks every projectile from the Sniper, even if you have BKB to prevent yourself from getting stunned. And you're not dealing damage to anyone.
I think this is the but I think this is the game that has the most quality out of all the two we have casted in the series, because you can see that both teams are using the limits of their heroes to be somewhat impactful.
No, not Armel. They're happy to take this one if Lina just happens to hand herself out. However, Sniper also in trouble. Aegis will go. No song. But KP is here. Disruptor is here. Seimei no ulti. Needs to go to save the Sniper. With no BKB, Seimei pounding in between, but they will lose Agi. Just too many heroes. They got excited killing. Oh, we killed Armel. Oh, we got a silencer a moment ago. But now, they lose their Sniper, which hurts them a lot. He hasn't died since the laning stage. KP, though, will be found for Seimei with the help of Valky, and Fearless will turn it into a DJ kill, opening up the map a little bit more. The lanes, bottom lane of these just really pushed
Sila
it.
po yung nagpupusta.
Biggest problem is that
Binibigyan lang kami nila po.
you can actually see the Sniper when he has the AK turned on. Gabby cannot fight him, he loses it. But as soon as the AK expires, it's time for Gabby to turn it on. So I can't help but wonder, was it a mistake that he went for the 50 shot damage?
Close one. Actually pops the BKB there. He could have dodged the stun, but he can't dodge the ensnare. KB to teleport away. Gabby making a presence known.
Single timing on the map has been dodged by the opponent team. Every single time that a team sees that they're weaker, they find a way around it, how to create space for them to get stronger. And now they have done that as well. So now it's gonna be them
Ang
that
akala
are
daw
gonna
ni
be
Ata
stronger
nagsabi
on the
sa
map.
ako. Sabi
Once
ko
Gabby
hindi,
gets the
nung palabas
butterfly,
na sa ka lang
there's no one
nagsabi.
even close. the MKB. He's gonna be like
Sabi ko,
5 minutes.
Libre ng t-shirt na puti, putubante.
Valky doesn't know.
Para
Also
ko
has
sa
no BKB,
pamasahe,
so
magkano ng t-shirt na
very
puti dyan eh.
risky there, farming that mid wave. Instant jump out. They're sitting on a reward,
Wala kayong
and they're
laban na
seeing
one.
the MLS, the song from Gabby already moving in. 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes getting silenced, but the assassinate is available though, and they're going to be using it. They're jumping on Save. Save going to be in big trouble inside that disruptor. Ulti can do anything. Fearless up with the 2-man stun. He's going to go down. Sniper attacking from a very, very long range. Global silence coming out as well. LSA stun. Armel, he doesn't have the attack speed, but he is dealing some decent damage here. He drops out. He very low. Gabby now. He's got no way to save himself. The Sniper is hacking, slapping, shooting, and no able to take down Gabby. Too strong. 2 for 3.
So now Gabby has the butterfly, but I think you go for a blink dagger now with the Siren. You have a disruptor with an active scepter. You got 3 heroes. The fight is just over. That is one thing that didn't cross my mind. Knowing what is happening here is how hard it is going to be for Purple Paradox to win the lane game just because of that. You catch a Sniper and the Emperor will have the global silence to cancel the Dawnbreaker save. It's over. The fight is just gone. So that is
Hello,
I'm
Gaming.
not sure how Purple Paradox deal with. They're gonna have to have the Aegis and just have the Sniper in front with everyone else circled around him. But getting that Aegis is gonna be the hardest thing.
Could actually take a moment to look at some of the neutral items that are dropping out. So we see there's, well, Alva Tunic, it's okay. It's not anywhere amazing because you have a Grove Bow on the Sniper, literally a tier 5 neutral. On the, Dawnbreaker could use a better one. Monkey King's actually quite happy with the Blast Ring because he's going to be frontlining quite some. In front of the Naga, in front of the Lina, which are useful. But then you look at it on the other side. We have a Cloak of Flames for the Mars, optimal. You have a Titan Sliver for the Lina, that's also optimal. And a Mindbreaker, which is kind of annoying to play against, especially if you're an Ember Spirit without BKB and you get hit by Naga once.
Dami natin pero hindi niya kaya talagang pinagkukutawan siya ng Sniper.
Underboard. At least partially. So
Kita sila.
the wards are so close to each other, but I have no idea about them. MLS has been scouted out. Naga Illusion. Tanks the chain. Seimei. General goes in, but he can't get the connection. Sentry plays down to the ground. Fearless looking for the ulti. He's gonna get 4 heroes inside the stun. Is this enough for the General DJ down? KP gonna fall. Beautiful for Fearless. Armel cancelled as well. Passed by the Dawnbreaker. Purple Paradox. It is Mongolia running down a Fnatic in that fight. 4-0.
Awesome way to approach that one. This is why I want the blink dagger of the Naga Siren. Fnatic don't have a good way to initiate, and they are not sure how to go in. You can also see when the ward that Valky broke their smoke with a sleight of fist, and then Fnatic were lost for like 3-4 seconds. Paradox, they see it. They see that the enemies don't know what to do.
Hindi siya makalapit yung item nung BKB tapos yung kidlat may si Gabi sobrang daming item pero pag tinigil na na ata MKB na ata yung sniper.
Just pop your BKBs, and there's nothing that Gabby will be able to do to stop you from killing his teammates. He might survive, but that doesn't really matter if the rest of them is dead.
A lot of illusions pushing that bottom lane. The tier 3 tower already taking a beating here. Valky has to rotate to defend this one. And now we have the Monkey King bar ready up on the Sniper. He is now going to ignore that butterfly. The Naga has KP walking in to his death.
KP, after an awesome laning stage, hasn't been able to pop off in this game. The most he has been doing in fights is putting down arenas so that the Sniper cannot murder all of his teammates. Fnatic, they still have tools to win this game. Purple Paradox, they're on their number. They know how to play this game. Just run towards the opponents when need be, and they're holding their areas quite tight as well. So Purple Paradox, it's you in chaos really when they need to, and that is the thing that is keeping them ahead in this game. The next Roche of the utmost importance, especially for Fnatic. You cannot let Purple Paradox happen.
Lina getting pummeled in the top lane, but able to live a bit longer. Seime's full-on burst is already used. One thing that really caught my eye was actually looking at the graphs. At 15 minutes, well, 16 minutes-ish, they had a 15% chance to win, and that's pretty brutal that early on into a Dota game. And only now it looks like a 60-40 for Purple Paradox, which I think makes complete sense. Like, this is probably a 65-35 for the current situation. But Fnatic, they still got room to scale. Lina has 25 talents. The Laguna Blade pure damage can be huge against the sniper, especially when this hero is all about blow him up as fast as you can, as soon as you get close enough. So if Armel able to get that, it's going to be very big.
Gabby has Blink, but they also place the ward on their sentry and the ward.
Nag-dagger na siya para mahuli niya yung sniper. Saglit lang din kasi talaga sa kanitong... Ayan, Ube!
This is coming.
It is known.
Completely fine. But Gabby still has that bite back. He wants to be able to initiate that association.
Nice jump from Valky. DJ gone. KPP can be forced out. So is the global silence. And Gabby able to get out for the time being with the blink dagger, but still the chase is on. They're all going to look for the Nox Siren Chain coming out as well. Armel going to be blowing up Valky. There's going to be one hero down, but Gabby going to be in trouble. Seime, Fearless, Sniper in the back line. They got their BKBs fighting through. Bass guns out. No TP for you, sir. Now Gabby now still trying to make a run for it, but the blink cancelled. He had it open for like 0.1 seconds, but not gonna be able to. Fearless chases him down, and Roshan is also up. Purple Paradox, they could opt to go for it or push out.
Inassassinate agad yung Distractor, sabay pasok ng Ember, sabay SS yung Gunbreaker.
The only thing you would do is
Hello, Marcus!
You're still getting ran down there, and but Gabby, he had to move out.
Pero grabe yaman nila, ha?
Awesome play from him. It doesn't matter that he dies in the long run, but you're killing the disruptor. You're making sure that you're not gonna lose that fight. And then the rest of Purple Paradox, they don't have to pop their BKBs just focus on, because even if you get slept, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Beautiful fight from Purple Paradox, and beautiful baiting Fnatic in. They had the work, they had essentially they knew what the Fnatic were, and they just waited for the right time. As soon as the smoke pops, they see the disruptor, bam! The Ember jumps in. Just awesome gameplay from Purple Paradox.
BP.
Powerful moves, and obviously Purple Paradox, a team that's kind of coming out of nowhere, has taken this BTS Pro Series by storm, and now upsetting Fnatic for the time being, making them look like they are the experienced team. But game one is always game one. It's not the full series. We can then discuss more about that at the post analysis, what the whole full picture is going to be like. They're definitely executing really well. They're punishing Fnatic when they are weak, especially when these 15 to 20 minute fights started to break loose, where they really saw that, hey, we can actually fight them and win them if we stack up now, despite losing several engagements before that. And now just getting some beautiful initiations out. Like, it's starting to feel very one-sided.
And as the game is progressing, Purple Paradox are finding different ways to deal with the Naga illusions. Now, with the second one going their way, they have the shard and the sniper. The concussive grenade is probably one of the most annoying calls to deal with the Naga side illusions, because you catch a support, you're gonna kill him, and then he just throws it out. It's not like a force stab that, okay, you can still chase him down, given that you have nice movement speed. No, it disarms you as well, so your illusions are this is looking tougher and tougher for Fnatic, but they still have this option. The Naga side is this big push.
Trying to cut from behind. Snipes the courier. That's a lot of stuff, by the way. That's an AC for Seime. Gone for another almost 3 minutes. It's the teleport out. Nice move by KP. Titanic.
Dapat si Trixie kaso umalis
It's just beautiful how some players, some players with this amount of net worth be completely useless. KP is finding ways to assist his team throughout the entirety of the game in some ways. It is not ideal, but he's going for a refresher. I feel like a shard would be something that we should be looking at, considering that the refresher is way too expensive to get. Actually, it's getting close to it, so it might not be as expensive.
Si Abed. Ewan ko doon
Same,
kay
eh?
Abed.
Look at his positioning here.
Looks like Dyer's
He wants to do the same KP does, and he does so. Actually, he flickers 1 yard. Gonna find Gabby though. They notice that the sentry is down. Might force something out the Manta and the Song at least. Are they too far away though? Sniper and Murata still making their way. 2-man ulti from DJ. And maybe they can get something more. LSA stun onto Valky. Valky down. KP low. Sniper blinking in aggressively. Gets the KP kill. Arma being chased up as well. Ember coming in with the buyback. They're gonna be looking at Armel. They're gonna take a double for the Sniper. Genuel gonna be falling as well. The Silencer has no chance to survive. Same diving tier 4 towers here with 4 kills for Purple Paradox. Ember does use the buyback for it, and the mid wave, it is pushing in. They can take Rex.
Fnatic, so you could say double flip, that's 12 seconds. Oh, Purple Paradox, they use the glip there. Creeps of course die, so what Gabby needs to do now is cut the next wave. You can see that he's already on the move.
standing on his left brick.
He's sending his illusions out. Let's see, Fearless is already there to protect them, though. He sees he needs to help these creeps out. They're not allowed to die here because the push is happening here. The illusion battle, Ember has to help out as well. Loki going there, another illusion coming in from the Naga, but they will finish up the tier 3 tower and finally making for their way through these racks here. Sniper, look at that attack speed, look at that damage that he's applying. The DPS is really high.
The raid back keep kept the range creep alive. They all came over to tank the tower until the last melee creep is dead. The range creep wasn't taking damage. There were 4 of them there. And then the raid back kept the range creep alive, so it didn't take 2 kills from the tier 3 tower to survive and into the 3. Because he survived, we are able to take away the tracks, and even this tier 3 can easily.
Agi now has a swift blink. Well, KP, he's very aggressively positioned himself at the front. Stun to death. Life lost. Just a matter of moments. He's gonna have to buy back, and that feels awkward.
You can see how much impact these supports Purple Paradox are having just with the vision.
Big song. 4 heroes caught. 5 heroes caught. Murata also silenced up to get them Static Storm. Sniper in the middle. Armel too strong to fight against Fnatic. Have a good fighting chance to take 3. And that is the end for Purple Paradox in this push. Fnatic get to live a little bit longer. Gabby, for a moment there, Fearless. He had the gem in the tree on the Monkey King. He saw that Gabby was approaching, but the Blink song still somehow catches Purple Paradox off guard. He can't kill Armel. They lose the Sniper at the start of the fight, and that's a big portion of damage missing. So for him, same aim for Purple Paradox. Disaster strikes even if they take 1.5 lanes of racks.
This chase on the Dawnbreaker actually cost them quite a lot, considering that the Monkey King used this time to deal with the bottom lane. This could have been maybe 2 lanes of racks on Fnatic equalizing the game, but they're most likely not going to get any because you chased down the Dawnbreaker and the bottom lane got pushed out. So that's a lot of time because the Purple Paradox was able to buy with just that. But yeah, Fnatic, they finally find themselves a fight, showing this game is over, especially because the Emperor doesn't have a buyback and it's going to be so for another 5 minutes. So that gives you a win for punish the side of Purple Paradox every single time and pushing Fnatic.
Fnatic getting to push. This is a really big chance for them to come back in. Maybe get even same ace buyback. They're suspecting. Maybe we could get Ember's buyback, but they will realize that he doesn't have one. Out of the 2 heroes not having a buyback, they're both dead. The Sniper and the Ember. Simply can't afford it. Even Ember actually is on a cooldown because he did die back that last by Fearless, jumping the back line. DJ in trouble, has Static Storm. BKB used by Fearless. A lot of BKBs in the front. Armel trying to fully man fight. Not gonna work out. Armel down. He does have a buyback in 100 seconds. He's gonna up as well. And a song from Gabby. Gabby, TP. Waiting all the way to the end. He wants his teammates to get out first, and then he will as well.
He was rooted there for a second.
And he was rooted.
And it was like, okay, Gabby, can you get out? Can you get out? They did get to 1 lane of racks. Fnatic most likely won't be needing to use any of the buybacks here. So not bad for them, but still not ideal. And this is exactly what the Monkey King and Dawnbreaker allowed the side of Purple Paradox to do. So they didn't really have to use any buybacks here. Purple Paradox, I think they are gonna be somewhat happy with what just happened, but still, this puts them in a position where they know they still have to be afraid. That's why this Monkey King is constantly running DJ. If DJ stayed alive there, we could be looking at a different fight. He has this ninja gear, and I think he hasn't been using it enough because he's getting caught by the monkey. Smoke. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he should try to find a different position, and I think that's what's going in his head right now. Where can I hide? Where can I even go? This Monkey King seems to always be somewhere around, locating me, trying to kill me only, because that enables Purple Paradox to then do whatever they want in the team fight. Global silence is an issue, yes, but they're already using BKBs when the Static Storm comes out, so if they can global right after that, that means Ember can't do anything, that means the Dawnbreaker can't do anything. So only the Sniper is an issue who just continues to right-click and he doesn't really care about his abilities at that point. So if you remove one of those ultis from the equation, the fight becomes so easy for Purple Paradox, because these BKBs play a massive role in this game.
Sniper is going for an A on this. As far as I know, that doesn't work as the Static Storm. I'm surprised that he wants to buy it.
Ay, nandiyan ata si Ate
Doesn't
Joey.
make a lot of sense.
Tignan mo.
Hello there.
I'm not really sure what the item should be
Andyan.
if he wants to deal with the I think Silver Edge might be better
Saan?
just to keep yourself away. The positioning is already
Sa loob, ayaw mo? Magdam.
Could be Silver Edge, could be
Parang kahapon pa yung tinatanong.
maybe Satanic as well. A bit of extra life that you can get out. And also the tankiness you just get from the Reaver itself. Like, that's an extra 500.
if he gets Satanic, I think
Spear of the Monkey King, Seme coming into the rescue. DJ pumps his ulti down already. Glint's coming out with the BKB from the Starbreaker. That's gonna help him stay in the fight. And that's costly. Even if Gabby finds a kill, Gabby is still gonna be chased here. Aggie in the river. The stun connection from Seme. 8 seconds for some. That's as much as he needs, but you're not getting 8 seconds. You're dead when you still have 6. That's a 2-second kill. Everyone stacks on top of them. Towers are gonna be falling in this bottom lane. They take the tier 1 as a continuation from that kill. And yeah, you talked about Silver Edge. That's what we're gonna get.
usually Dota, it is a mistake when you're this far ahead of the Fanatics lineup thrives if you're all together. And Purple Paradox, they're just running forward with the Dawnbreaker and the Monkey King, and then the rest of them are late. They all have some kind of mobility. Sniper has the least of it, but still he does have a lot of range, so even if he gets somewhat close, it's gonna be
Top net worth pa rin ito. Anong watch nyo? Hinalang pa yan.
you can see they're not going for a push because they don't
Back pa yan ba yan? Ang
everything.
episode 7 na pala ako, Nicolas.
That much to
Last episode na ako. Album nila. Ano mali? Kaya na may sus
See
eh.
what they do. Staying outside of the base. Seeing Tinker Ward in the bottom lane, which could pay for the turn into an advantage for Fnatic if they force out Purple Paradox in this bottom lane and attempt to take a fight a bit deeper in, somewhere around the tier 2 area.
Bago pa tag-buy
Thing
back
is, for
sila.
Purple Paradox, their vision is in the triangle, so they'd rather stay there instead of the lane.
Ganyan yan eh.
Sniper also has level 25. Usually, people are going to be like 100 attack range and pay 6 shrapnel charges. Again, vision. Vision is all that matters. Preventing
Kakauwi mo lang, Jay.
is what matters. They could have maybe gone for those Raxes, but if you lose a fight, you could lose the game. What they do is push out all of the other lanes, then pull, and then Fnatic have to buy back, and at that point you know that you're getting out free. So Purple Paradox, these little things in movements, they're doing them perfectly, and that's why they're staying ahead in this game and making it very hard for Fnatic to engage on top.
They're trying to song. Oh, they catch the Dawnbreaker and the Monkey King. And a beautiful ulti on 2, but the stun misses from Armel, and that might just pay a lot. Dawnbreaker is falling. Same is down for 100. KB on the side, trying to keep the Sniper away. He's tanking with the full ward, preventing that Lina doesn't fall. There's a refresher coming in. That's Valkyrie trying to take the fight all the way to the end. On the other side, Fearless trying to battle against Gabby. Gabby blinks away. Monkey King teleports home. And they force the Marana buyback, but it's only a 1 for 1. Or 1 for 2. Technically 2 for 2, because you do have 2 buybacks kicking in on both sides, the Silencer and the Marana.
King. An almost overwhelming blink. Who cares about the overwhelming blink? Buybacks matters here. You buyback there, and you just won the game. But because they don't have it, it's a big issue. Mars, on the other hand, you can see that he's keeping his gold in check, but he's just
Rosh is up. Agi's gonna start it. Into the pit. This is gonna be very quick work. Fnatic, they've only managed to deward a moment ago. But still, Roshan is gonna keep his life and keep his Aegis. Not an axe buff.
Buybacks couple. That's why Fnatic is putting so much emphasis on outposts. They have no towers on the top part of the map. They have to make sure that outpost is there for every single buyback that they have. And they don't have too many. It's gonna be completely useless.
Aghanim's actually huge for Purple Paradox if they can get it for the Dawnbreaker. Because that means Armel and Gabby will be missing a lot of their hits. They don't have MKBs on either of these heroes, so if Dawnbreaker ults, say, the Ember or the Sniper, it's a lot of healing and a lot of evasion applied. They would want to have that.
Then it comes down to you can kill either the Disruptor or the Silencer uses the pull at the right time. Kill the Silencer, and then you don't care that the Disruptor is putting out because inside of the Static Storm,
Oh no. KP. Back to Aussie land.
you have to go now. It doesn't matter. You have to go now. You could catch them on the transition. Look at this. If they won, they would have been able to catch 3 or 4 kills instead.
Gabby's loading up the song a couple times here, thinking about his options. I'm just gonna go for. Oh, they stacked up! They stacked up! They stacked up! They stacked up! This could be huge! They got the ulti on top of him. LSA stun coming out as well. Dawnbreaker gonna be the target of all the damage from Armel. Monkey King also in trouble. DJ coming in with the buyback. Agi fighting in the back line. They're gonna get a stun onto the Lina. And Armel, there comes Agi. Agi, he hammers down Armel.
That was a clear sniper kill. So they wanted all 3 of them, and it ended up really badly now. Towards the hands of Purple Paradox, and that's without the saving buyback.
Oh, Fnatic.
We killed the sniper, coming back into that fight. And then it
That was that's a bit of a missed call right there. Who are you focusing this fight on? Like, Sniper or the Ember Spirit? Let's kill the Dawn with no ulti. I agree, that was a bit of a mistake with focus there, but I guess the Dawnbreaker is just an issue outside of Magic community that he needs to be taken rid of, but still.
DJ was also a lot farther, so they were just trying to force him in. They couldn't discuss what actually do. Still have a buyback on lane. It's not over by any means. Fnatic
Have another song now. It's already on cooldown. Such a short cooldown it is, and there we go again. Let's see what they do this time. Ember Spirit looks like the focus.
has a buyback.
Global Silence comes out as well. Lotus heals coming in. He's down. He has a remnant. He can jump to it. Has a remnant, but he can go too. Buyback comes in. They're on the run with Fnatic. Fearless can't get a good ulti because Fnatic has swapped sides to the left. Valky. He's going for KP. Agi will help him take him down. Armel, refresher being used from Valky as well. More remnant jumps coming in. Global Silence being popped as well for the second time. Dawnbreaker takes down Armel. Dive back on the leader. They're going to be taking down Fnatic. Fnatic's going to be losing this one. Gabby down as well. That's it. Purple Paradox. They have closed the noose. And the Mongolians celebrates. Fnatic down in game 1.
What an awesome performance from Purple Paradox. Fnatic played good ball as well. I thought Fnatic, they're at their best, Purple Paradox won't be able to fight them. Fnatic played an awesome
baka hindi talaga yung target nila. Dami rin kasi nagagawa. Ang laki kasi tulong ng Dawnbreaker eh.
Like I said, they probably didn't think about the fact that they'll just respawn inside. Yeah, guys, you're now in a place where we're not really supposed to.
Ang laking tulong ng Dawnbreaker. Tingnan natin ko start na dito. Para hindi tayo delay. Kaya na nagpipick na sila. Playing tournament. Hindi ako manigabi oh. Doon lang yung maman to nung nanalo na. Ito na yung post score nila, oh. Mayaman pa sa offlane. Sino to?
To be able to get the item we're looking for. Oh, this is gonna be good stuff. These guys are too difficult to kill because they're up super fast. Not even needed. Of course, it doesn't really matter. Wait, a fruit spawn! There's a fruit right? Oh,
Wala pa.
I thought it was like now, of course,
Ah, ito na.
we'll actually be able to get the item we're looking for. Oh, this is gonna be good stuff. These guys are too difficult to kill because they're up super fast. Not easy either. Of course, it doesn't really matter.
Move on to game number 2 with Purple Paradox
Ayan, parang hindi
versus
tayo.
Fnatic. As
That was the line of
I
the dice.
would honestly say I would see a 1-1 come out of this series at the start of the day.
Simulan
But
natin
after
yung
what we
comment.
saw from Purple Paradox, they can definitely match up to Fnatic. I don't think a 2-0 is a 0% probability. Not even close to that. Like, it feels like Purple Paradox can clean out a sweep in this series. But Fnatic probably very hungry, and they've got their appetites ready, woken up for this series, and I want to see Spice and Careful coming into this team to really show what they're made of.
Those kind of games, I don't want to say newly formed team.
Mag-eat ka lang muna, mamaya pa ng spaghetti eh. Kasi gawin yung spaghetti. Mamaya bibigyan pa ka tayo spaghetti.
You are somewhat new to the scene.
Oo.
Those kind of games can have a big bounce on you. Because you're constantly thinking, what's next, how to watch, what's next. And if they can keep it up, and I know these are players that play their games,
Eat ka lang muna, mamaya pa ng spaghetti eh.
performance, it takes time to get into that kind of a mindset where you can do that without losing games. So I'm hoping Purple Paradox actually have the mental strength and the stamina as well to perform like that in one sword, because it was amazing from their side. So I'm looking forward to it. If they play like that, they most definitely have a chance to actually pretty difficult to beat Fnatic once again.
Yeah, indeed. And now, considering their positions in the groups, they have played 5 series prior to this one, 2 wins, 2 ties, 1 loss. They could be pushing themselves into second place if they take a 2-0, but they will take a tie second place with Spawn team, which is another spicy team formed particularly for this upcoming BBC season. And qualifiers who knows if these teams are going to be making all the way to Division 2. With what they're showing here, definitely should be there. So that's in the future. We're looking at some good signs. That's all we're saying here. We see potential coming out from these new formed rosters. Fnatic also adjusting with their newer players. They are looking to go for some comfort picks. We see Lion, for example, KP from Dawnbreaker. Dawn was such a good pick as well. It came as a first phase pick for Purple Paradox, and had some really good results. Same A played with really well.
And it was up against the silencers, so it's not like it was easy even without your ulti. Because your instructors a couple of times in one game giving the ulti just gets sent back. Not ideal, but they still find a way to win. This time Fnatic against them. So you can see what they're getting through right off the bat. We have one support that provides so much down, so much potential. We have a hero that
Sobrang ano niya.
outpushes the lane and can connect to that support. Also does a lot of damage to assist
Ano niya?
outpushes the lane and can figure doesn't really hold that much. So Fnatic setting themselves up for success in terms of pushing in
Sila
lanes,
naman
'cause I
nag-goal.
think that has been their go-to gear in the tournament, to try to deal with the lane all the time. Even in the last game, when the time was when they were winning, they were controlling the lane equilibrium so well, allowing it to go for some good fights. As soon as they stopped doing that, then it became dangerous for them.
We're going to continue with Valky on the Ember Spirit. But now into the second phase as we head over. No Silencer, no Sniper, no Naga. From game number 1 to be repeated here. You already have the Lion. most likely not going to be a disruptor pick coming out here because, well, they're not heroes that do the same thing, but they're also heroes that kind of, I don't see them fit together too well as a support duo. I'd rather have Lion and then maybe another stable lane-winning hero, you know, like looking at heroes like Enchantress types of heroes. But if this Lion ends up being a 5, go for a 4 that has some capability. And here we see Tiny come out with a bit better capabilities out from the laning stage. Rotation-wise, really good hero. You know, the power of Avalanche, closing gaps. And now you have 3 heroes with stuns. Usually the easy approach to Dota and winning easy MMR, even though it is a competitive game, what we're casting right now, have stuns in your team.
Man, the stakes would be so much higher than if we were doing buff games. So much MMR on the line, 150 for each team, for sure. But yeah, I like the Tiny pick, not necessarily because of the hero, but the way it sets up the draft for you. Because Purple Paradox have no idea what you're doing. I was thinking maybe you get a Lina because you're kind of expecting the Ember to go to mid lane and then go around it, so not to show if it's a non-breaker support, if it's a core, what you're gonna do with it. But this is a solid approach as well. Now everything is up in the air, even though we can assume where Fnatic are gonna be putting their heroes, it is not 100% certain. So Purple Paradox, you can already see they're using some reserve time, they don't know how to respond to this.
Not too familiar with KP's drafting style. I'm going to be honest with that, so I'm curious what kind of approach he wants to take into this game too. After losing the series 1-0, does he make any drastic changes, or if he wants to try something new? Because they have shifted their draft completely from game 1.
Looking at the heroes of Purple Paradox Star seems so cool, but yeah, you can't go for it with the heroes that you have. You have no healers in the lane, so they go for the Morphling. Here it's a safe pick. It's a hero that builds into a Lincoln, so really good against the Doom. Again, you're not really showing all of the cards to your opponents. You have the saves from the Dawnbreaker. The burst potential only comes down to the Hoodwink, and there is a Lion and the Tiny on your side to deal with that hero in particular. So I'm liking the way that Fnatic are approaching this. And also, you were talking about first pick, second pick in the last game. Fnatic this time around they chose the second pick.
Yeah, we went through some of those statistics where Fnatic, if they've only had one game where they did not have the first pick available, but they still win that game. But that's only one game, so it's not a super reliable statistic. But yeah, they've always gone for first pick if they've had the chance for it. KP chose second pick for Fnatic, allowing Purple Paradox to keep that Radiant side for themselves, which went up actually from 62.5 to, I believe, 60, wait, hang on, 62 from 66. So they played a big portion of late games on this. Last phase pass, Drow and the Undying. Anything out of the ordinary here?
Not really. You are expecting this to be a tiny mid at this point, given that you have a moving supports. You are afraid of it. They still ban out the Lina, but I think if I was Fnatic, I'd be getting for a position 5 that helps the Morphling go up, or I would go for a offlaner and just leave the Dawnbreaker with the Morphling. You know, that's kind of the approach I would take. I still think this tiny mid would be amazing for Fnatic.
Looking at the heroes that are highly contested and are still in the pool, Tusk is still there. I see...
Ay, si ano, di ba si...
Nope, the Batrider is banned.
Yung galing sa T1 ba? Ay, hindi. Sa ano pala siya?
Primal Beast? Yeah, Primal Beast is open. So Primal Beast and Tusk are the heroes that are in the most picked heroes that are still available there.
Clockwork is also solid. I think one bad thing for Fnatic's draft in the last game was that they were
Morphling na ni Gabi kasi may Doom.
And the enemies had Lana plus a Munchkin. You can see how much they were afraid of the Munchkin, even though this time around it would be a
Pero sila mag-Rubik.
Also, Fnatic, they're gonna swap around here if KP is like, well, I don't want to play the Dawnbreaker. Looking at
Thank you so
Beastmaster,
much,
for example,
MJ, sa 50 stars.
is there. Beastmaster was great against the Ember Spirit.
Ay,
But
kunyari,
against the other
tumatabi,
heroes,
tapos
he's gonna struggle a bit in the laning stage. Could also just go for Axe build.
Gusto mo palo? Huwag mga gat-ngat.
Ursa, though.
Ha?
This is our third Ursa pick of the tournament. Currently 1-1. Paradox seem to have faith in this hero. He's great against the Dawn. He's great against the Tiny. We're great at blowing up the Lion in fights. But how's the Ursa Morphling match, though? Because I think Morphling is a big enjoyer.
Palo.
I mean, it's Ursa Morphling can be Ursa favorite because you start morphing into strength, you're losing the armor, and the Fury Swipe start doing way too much damage too. So if the Ursa is on par with the Morphling farm, or even slightly ahead, it can go Ursa's way. Plus, Ursa is one of those heroes that can start the fight, jump in immediately. Morphling, well, not really. He needs to see where he's going. Whereas the Ursa just running like a madman. It's just the type of hero. I mean, you have ways to deal with him. It's not ideal, but that's just because Fnatic set themselves up for success with the draft. It's not like the Ursa pick is bad against any individual hero. You just have the opportunity with the line with time to jump in and walk.
If Armel doesn't play Tiny, does he go
Kailan
Mars?
po next DPC? Hehe. December ata. Natin.
I mean, I don't see much reason to go for Mars here.
That would mean a new hero. It's gonna be Puck. So his first Puck game, but we know more than well enough
December
that
9
is probably the best Puck player in the
December
region.
9 lock-in period.
Grandmaster Puck, school time. Let's see if they can really show what they're made of with this draft. What is your opinion of this Fnatic draft?
Wala pa, pero mga
It's just as
December.
stable as game number 1, but they have shifted it a lot from the draft that they had there. KP definitely making some changes.
There are a couple of things that
December,
I
pero
don't
wala
like.
pang
We already went through the things that I like in their draft, but the things that I don't like is vision whacking. You go for a support Tiny, whereas so it's just gonna be a laning presence there to help the Morphling, not really much other than that. You don't have a real frontliner, given that KP needs to be somewhere on the map out pushing. So I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest. They are gonna be needing to capitalize a lot on those lanes pushing in, or again they are gonna be having a vision problem. Purple Paradox already once, even against the Mega, have shown that they can deal with the lane pressure from Fnatic. So I'm not so sure about this Fnatic draft, to be honest.
Maybe a couple questions looming in the air, but I do like the stuns, and I do like the mid matchup for the Puck versus the Ember Spirit. So we have some benefits to go through. However, momentum is on the side of Purple Paradox, the team that should not be underestimated, especially what we've just seen in game number 1 and throughout this group stages. Even though they do have a loss under their belts, they know what winning Dota can look like at the best. They're looking at a 2-0. They would be the first team since 2 seasons, just double checking, yep, the first team in 2 seasons of BTS Pro Series where Fnatic would lose. So that would be the first team to beat them. Fnatic has ties, several ties from the last season where we had 3 TI teams, so that would be spicy.
I think this game for Purple Paradox is pretty much similar to the last one. You're dealing with the same things on the enemy side, just maybe a slightly, I don't want to say harder carry, but the carry more dangerous in terms of killing your supporters, jumping in and killing them with the Morphling. So that is the thing that you have to be afraid of. But overall, you are going to have the same gameplay. Ludwig is going to be going around the map, scouting things out, and the thing is, Fnatic, they didn't kill the Monkey King enough in the previous game. You have to kill the Ludwig in this one, or you're not going to be able to control the map that you want, because Fearless Life, he continues setting things up as he did with the Monkey King. There's going to be way too many heroes dying on Fnatic, and you don't want that. You want all of your heroes to be alive, to be able to split push, and also to be able to catch the enemies.
Arrow flying in, DJ gonna be caught by it. Ursa, he's got Furious Swipes leveled up, so he's gonna start building up a couple stacks onto the Lion. Does not have any slows. Won't be able to continue poking further. Bounty moves 3 for 1 in favor of Purple Paradox. And look at Doom. Give me that range creep.
They wanted to punish him a bit, but actually the one that's going to be taking more damage is going to be Gabby on the Morphling. Laning stage is going to be very interesting here. So, Ember versus the Puck, somewhat of a skill-based matchup, but as Ember gets more points in Sleight of Fist, it becomes harder for the Puck to lane because you only have one armor, and that is the downside of this matchup for the Puck. So Valky, in the beginning, it's about CS, surviving the harass, but later on down the line, it's going to be the Puck that needs to survive. Then you have the side lane where it can go either way. The only thing that is certain is that Purple Paradox should stop the Morphling from getting near the CS.
Yeah, so we go to go for that. Moody's Courier actually dies here. Able to snipe it while blocking the easy camp. The hard camp has been blocked, and Janual actually snipes the Courier from Seimei with the tree toss. Poor little Courier's getting smashed under trees.
On the bottom lane, Agi is actually in trouble. He does have the sticks to survive, but this is the right approach to the lane from Fnatic. Keep the Ursa low. The Mirana pokes, they don't even touch the Dawnbreaker currently, nor will that change.
Dawn with 900 HP, 3 armor. You'd basically have to have 2 versus 1 the whole time. Since the Ursa is low, they won't get the trade against the Dawnbreaker. That means that the Lion has a bit more free reign in the lane, who would usually have a bit of difficulty fighting against the Mirana. So you're right about that. That is a good start. Punishing early. Both mid laners, they do have their bottles though, so that's going to be water runes, 1 per piece.
You should be happy that the lane is going down to the for him. You keep yourself even until level 5 comes out, and then it becomes dangerous for the Puck to even stay in the lane. Every single rotation could mean his death if he's not careful. Just from the damage, you don't even have to catch him.
Meron kay Gabi accent.
That is one thing that Arno has to keep in mind. He is trying to get ahead in terms of CS. We're seeing this extra wave that was coming towards him. He's going to be able to do it for now.
Very chill start. Outside of that, no kills. Puck is absolutely, well, calm start. Screw me. Don't listen to what I say. First blood on Moody by Fnatic. Last time it was Purple Paradox who got themselves an early kill. Janual. Lion. Get the Courier off of Ursa, although he didn't get all the items that he needed, which is most likely the brown boots he picked up. That is a bit annoying for him, at least. Gabby also fairly low in the top lane, but morphed out quite a lot of strength for himself, and with that early Wraith Band has the armor.
Lion is bringing out the boost for himself. The lane on the bottom is going to become very dangerous for Dirsa. You picked Dirsa, you knew what you were up against, but Fnatic played an amazing laning stage. They understood what the path to victory in this lane is, and they applied just enough pressure. The only thing that you can hope for is that KP is going to be missing some mana, but you can see that he's very conservative with his spell usage. He's only using it if he knows that Dirsa is going to be in a world of pain.
Do you ever get that feeling when you're up in a game against somebody else's who's having a great time, for you're listening well, not having a great time, where you lose the game, but you see an opponent having an amazing time on a hero, and you're like, I want to play that.
9 a.m.
Because I think maybe KP had that when he was watching Seimei play the Dawnbreaker in game number 1. It's like, I want to give it a shot.
Yeah, it didn't happen to me lately though. I've gotten into a move around next a couple of years. Yeah, I know. But I know the feeling.
That's a good pick there. Hoodwink also constantly very low on HP, but Janual with 0 armor, slowed by the Acorn shot, then burnt by Scorched Earth. Seimei will find his first kill for the team and for himself. Lining up the Midas already on this Doom as intended. This hero farms ridiculously fast.
Tiny is naturally a slow.
Oh, the Morphling might die too! Yes, he will! Fearless sees an opening.
Okay, Fearless is like the MVP for Purple Paradox. Game 1 and now at the start of game 2 doing amazingly. Ursa in trouble in the bottom lane as well.
He's down too. This is a big kill that they can grab here. He knows he's dead. He slaps the Lion once. But that's more just clawing his way out.
One thing to keep in mind is that top lane, both the Tiny and the Morphling are very small heroes. Tiny didn't have the boots, and the Doom does have that frost attack from the Witch Creep. So it was making Juno's life very hard because he wasn't moving when he was being attacked by the Doom. Now he does come back to the lane with the boots, but it might be too late. They did manage to shut down the Morphling, but on the other side, there's having a bad one as well. So the carry is kind of, you know, for the Morphling it was expected that he wasn't gonna farm too well, but it was debatable how it was gonna go. So very important for Fnatic to slow them down.
DJ is lining himself up in the tree line again for Kill and Moody. They're going to go pretty deep for this one, but they know they can. And Mirana leaps away, but it's not enough. You only got 3 HP remaining as that leap lands and doesn't want to waste another leap charge. Long cooldown, and probably still would have taken the Mirana's life. So that this off lane is looking really good. Where the previous Fnatic off lane, where it was basically Jay and DJ, was probably one of my favorite offlane duos from BTS Pro Series Season 12. I can see that DJ and KP are building into a very dynamic duo as well with early stage performances like this.
Yeah, KP's laning has been really good. There were maybe some problems that you find in his gameplay, but the laning stage definitely isn't one of them. He has always been outperforming his enemies.
Coil being used in mid. Ember's going to be surrounded by 2 enemies here. Toss coming out. Can they break the coil? No, they can't. Armel dies because of it. Januel was a bit too far away. Finally walks in for the toss. Valky, perfect positioning there on the Ember Spirit. Buys just enough time that the coil, he was about to break it, and he's gonna get stunned and take a lot of damage, plus tank the tower, and Armel gets a few free right clicks in. The coil expires, and he lands next to the puck and just slaps him down.
Very nice movement from Valky not to allow that to happen. And there it is, the lower of the puck coming into play, and they want him again. Look at Fearless.
Round number 2, Fearless coming in from the side though. Maybe they can kill Armel, but Valky, there's the Dawnbreaker. KP wants a piece of this action. Arrow flying in, gonna stun the Tiny. Ember goes down, and they will keep everyone alive. Fearless gonna be running away. BTJ does not have the mana, but it's fine. They got what they wanted. They almost ended up losing heroes, but they turned it around and got a kill with everybody keeping their lives.
This is the time where you as a mid laner are saying, how the hell is the Dawnbreaker level 6 7 minutes into the game?
Yeah.
The puck was barely level 6 and you allowed this to happen.
And now Armel, he can get to snowball with these kills here. Important ones. DJ continues to right-click away, but Armel will give it the kill on to Moody. Puck now pushing himself second in net worth, but as we notice that the Doom is on top with a Midas, you could technically say that Puck is on top, and that is a very good signal for them.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because he died there when the Ember had the DD. Puck is going in again. Who was this one?
He's gonna get it too. Guard still up, 2 points in it, burns him down. Nice solo kill. But bottom lane, Ursa in trouble, and Rage is available, but they've already used all their spells basically, so they let him be, take him down a half. Waiting for spells to come back up. Celestial Hammer does a nasty amount of damage at level 4.
The Purple Paradox, they were using the coil cooldown quite nicely. First, of course, they get a kill on the puck that allows the to die, but also you can see that the Hoodwink immediately rotated to the top lane to apply pressure to Gabby because they know the puck cannot TP in this spin. But Gabby was aware of it because of all the wars they have while the Hoodwink is rotating.
This is so nice. This is so nice. And Rage comes out of just in time though. Ursa will live. Arrow turn around. KP in trouble. Valky also making an appearance, and so is Fearless. They're doing the same trick Fnatic pulled off in the mid lane, stacking up with 4, but they only get 1 kill out of it. Januel, he did TP in, and this Tiny, what is he up to? Sniping the Ursa. Can he do it? 350 HP. Ursa face boots already running away, and now turning around.
Raindrops. Ursa has the raindrops. It wouldn't have worked even if you get the right connection.
Yep. It takes him low, but it won't be enough for a kill. Bit of a mistake there from Tiny.
Teardrops on my guitar.
Aggie is going for
Coil, the Ember Spirit is actually baiting him out. KP coming in with the jump as well. It's going to be a bit out of range, but the coil is going to end soon. Silence though. Waning Rift. Off cooldown for the duration of all those stuns. Valky down.
barely though. They barely killed him. It wasn't the certainty that the Emperor was gonna die there. They had to use all of their spells. Next time though, they're gonna have the Lion Fingers, so that kill is gonna be much easier to do. Even if KP isn't available to come over. So with the next coil, the Emperor needs to keep tabs either on the Puck or the Lion. If they're together, he cannot be showing on the map.
Nandito siya kanina sa live series.
While Seimei playing PvE, don't have to worry about him for a while. What's the appropriate choice here for the Doom? Obviously BKB, but what else? I'll let you think about that for a bit as the Hoodwink is getting killed.
So you go BKB Blink Axe this game. You know that there's going to be a Lincoln on the Morphin. There's most likely going to be a Lincoln on the Puck at some point, and you need to make sure that you have an Axe. So Seimei having such a good game is a big deal for Paradox. It actually changes the game quite well.
You don't think he needs armor?
No, not particularly. You are going to be the ones initiating. You have the better vision, so it's not that they're going to be jumping on you. You don't need to be the tank. You need to be in the face of the opponent so that they're running away.
So Fnatic submits to it. Have a lot of right-click damage. Might be seeing Lotus Orbs kicking in this game. Even an AC. Have Ursus deal more damage on someone, but we'll see. Seimei is kind of being targeted in the top lane, but with this rotation, too far away. Creep wave in front of the tier 1 tower on the side of Purple Paradox is just a bit too far away for them to actually attempt.
Fnatic were doing a good job in defending the top tower. They understand the Puck wants to TP there, but Purple Paradox understand it as well. So now you go for a smoke. There was no vision from Purple Paradox to scout this out, so this should be at least one kill for them.
Still attempting it. Now they're bringing 4. Again, it seems like it's going to be the 4-man Dota game. Doom targeted by one stun to another stun as KP arrives, and an easy kill. Bringing the Dawnbreaker definitely brings up an extra bit of power.
If Fnatic takes this tower, it's okay for them, but I think it's going to be prevented here.
They might still try and Rudy. There's the Avalanche stun follow-up, and that's another kill. That's exactly what I was expecting as Genuel was hiding in the trees. Can he get close enough to the Mirana? So they baited out the Bushwhack, forced the Mirana to move a bit closer, and that's where they saw an opening to go in.
Doom is coming back to the top lane. KP needs to be careful.
Doom comes out onto the Morphling, but that's a strength morph that already flies in, so Seimei gonna be lacking on the damage apartment, but with the help of the Ember Spirit, it is doable.
They want to go for more.
Baby elastic and dodge? Nope. In a straight line. So now the Ember goes in and finishes the job. Valky with the double.
They don't have the damage on Fnatic from these two heroes. They might just have to bail this top tower right now. Armel though, he is setting up. Okay, he has Witchblade. Okay, that changes the damage part.
And again, 4 versus 2. Armel, he's so close to them. Goes in for the damage. Tiny gets Bushwhacked. Arrow coming in. Valky is the prime target right now. They need this kill. They will get it. They will lose the Tiny in the same. And so does the tower. Seimei finished it off. Gabby chasing with the Scorched Earth Infernal Blade on the Doom. That hurts. Isolated. But the Sharpshooter. Arrow. Oh, almost connection. But the Starstorm is going to be enough for it. Moody with a double. Losing the Armel Puck here does kind of hurt. Making the trade-off still favorable for Purple Paradox because they did get the tower with it.
They got a tower, they defended their own, and the mid lane tower took a lot of damage from those moves from Fnatic. They got a little bit too aggressive there. Sure, you killed a couple of supports behind the tier 1, but the tower didn't fall. And now that tower is very, very hard to take. It doesn't really hold much value from Fnatic either way. So their move is kind of completely failed. They're not going to be too happy about what was accomplished.
But this bottom lane is being targeted. KP with the TV rune. DJ, finger in 20 seconds. They're going to try and make a play with it. Armel coming in as well. All they need is the coil, slow, and stuns required to finish off the job. Hoodwink down to half HP, but their moves have been spotted. Or trying to locate the Hoodwink. Doesn't want to throw a coil into the trees. The Hoodwink could be anywhere by now. But he's gonna go with it with this one, and now he's found him. He does get bushwhacked. Sharpshooter to move a bit further away, but still the right clicks and the witch blades, just too much work. However, if they do lose the mid-tier 1 tower, as they did set up for this Hoodwink for quite some time.
Still, it is a kill for Fnatic and the tower. They do lose the mid lane, but considering that Purple Paradox, they still don't have a
DJ.
blink. Oh, okay. That's a dead line.
Si Abed wala, friend ko.
Going back to hell.
Walvin Ripper
Wala
wanted
akong
to
gusto sa
deny
kanila,
him.
baka sila may gusto sa akin. Charot.
He was really looking towards going down, but still, Fnatic understand that they have to make sure that Fearless is dead. That they cannot allow him to do the same thing he did with the monkey last time around. So every single time you see him.
That's a lot of Maelstrom procs from Valky. Adaptive strike. KP doesn't quite stun the Ember Spirit. He's gonna move out. It's a close attempt. I think he Maelstrom proc like 3 times inside 4 hits. I don't know. Doesn't look like he's gonna be as lucky. Or is he?
Alive.
TP. Yep. Armel with the Blink Dagger on cooldown, but he didn't want to use it aggressively.
Beautiful chains from Valky. Fnatic are going for a smoke. They have to get out on the map.
3K lead for Purple Paradox. Though it has looked like Fnatic has got themselves the better kills over and over again. Them losing their 2 towers and getting these support kills for most of the time. Now, Doom, targeted finger being used for DJ. Doesn't get a stack for himself, same with the BKB. Right clicks are still flying in, but he's got so much armor currently. Still fighting Illusory or flying in, and he's still surviving. Armel can't stay. DJ blinks in for the stun. Fresh Blink Dagger on the line. Does he die to the tower, though? Looks like he won't. They're coming in from the side, though. The top half of the jungle. Fearless on the way. Valky here as well. Moody here too. Armel. Maybe the Mirana spots Puck. But they're going to be looking at different targets. They want the Lion kill, they will. Morphling going to get arrowed up, but the Strength Morph is out there. But this time it's 3 versus 1. And can they get it? Can they get it? Morphling low. Meanwhile, Morana going to be falling. Stun onto the Ember Spirit. And Fearless does get himself the bushwhack. And there's still HP flowing in the favor of this Morphling. And another waveform. And misses the Remnant jump. Still surviving. Touches the Sharpshooter. Gabby. And now finally taken down by Valky. But did it take too long? He's going to dodge with the Remnant jump on the first one. Puck still moving around. Has to blink soon. And will jump on top of Valky. Armel for the kill. And makes it a 3-2 trade. But man, did that take long, and it cost a lot for Purple Paradox to get that.
Most definitely beautifully done by Gabby there. And DJ, he's continuing to use his Blink Dagger. They're gonna go for the Doom again.
He's already down to half. KP will miss the stun, misses the avalanche, pushes himself forward, coil being used. And from the backup, Ursa showing up. Augie gonna get stunned up by DJ, and he won't necessarily get the sly and kill. KP going for the body blocks as well in between. And Ursa, he's gonna die himself, unless the toss. No, he barely has time to get the enrage off. It just came off cooldown, and they are losing everything. Fnatic are making them punished for what the mistakes that they're doing. Fearless, able to jump away. And now Valky, what does he do? Does he go back in again? He only has 1 remnant. Okay, he's just got another of cooldown. But there are no targets to focus on despite the ward showing where KP went. He could just punish this Tiny here. He's got the Maelstrom, right-click damage flying in nicely. With the boomerang, it makes it a bit easier for the Emperor to finish off the kill, but still, Purple Paradox, they've lost the lead on Fnatic, showing what they're good at.
Yep, and also that's with a Doom on your side, built-in +1 on your side as well, and you're still losing, or even in network, not ideal. Fnatic have been able to force out fights in places that they want to with pure speed. This is pure speed, it doesn't matter where they're fighting, they just want to do it fast, and then Purple Paradox are always late with their heroes, allowing Fnatic to juke around when they're escaping or just get multiple kills in a row. Not killing that Lubin though cost them in the end the tiny kill. Not as good as
Yeah, those steps a bushwhack on 2 with a sharpshooter. Lion is the target of it. They're going to lose the Doom in the front. That's another finger stack for the Lion. An initiation that ends up you being the one losing a hero for it. So a bit optimistic there from Purple Paradox. Ursa was half HP and Ember didn't quite get the damage output that he needed, and this is also going to mean your mid tower going down, despite having the Aegis advantage.
That's a mistake from Doom, nothing else than that. He had a BKB, but he wanted to get Hurricane up the high ground, didn't immediately pop it after that. He could have popped it even before, and still got him at least kill on the line, and possibly a chase down onto the Dawnbreaker. The Wraith Pact was on cooldown, and it wasn't up at that point, so it would have been amazing for Purple Paradox. Fearless set it up, a slight mistake from the Doom, caused them the kill, caused them the tower, and now they have to go for a smoke to make it alright for them.
Tiny's like, I'm gonna kill this hoodwink, but it turns around. KP actually ults in, and he decides to stay too. Maybe he can get the Aegis out, but doesn't look like even that's gonna happen. So, KP?
It's time to retake the bottom part of the map now.
DJ looking for some warning here. Beautiful jump they find. Oh, the root connected, but he's already out.
I think Valky is gonna be very bad. That's the second time in this series it happened in the previous game against the Naga Siren as well. Like, what the hell, Dota? Why aren't you working properly? I'm getting the stun off and the heroes are still surviving. But yeah, Purple Paradox, they will be able to push out the bottom lane and then set themselves up for success on top. The problem is these two wards for Fnatic are keeping that area in check. So if Purple Paradox run there without a smoke, or maybe one by one, with sheer speed that Fnatic have been using in this game, they can take it all back. Fnatic's vision is awesome currently, and that is something Purple Paradox
allows them to take this fight at bottom as well. Gonna get the avalanche on 2. Arrow flies in, misses, does not connect on anything. Heine will lose his life though. Seimei focusing DJ, still has the Doom available to focus Gabby later on because they know they can win this fight. So Fnatic with a good opener, but then it falls flat.
There were a couple of mistakes by the offlaners in this game, so KP with that Solar Guardian earlier, not only did he die, but he didn't have it now to assist his teammates. You have perfect vision and you can't make any use of it because you do not have a key spell for that one. So, you know, there was a mistake from the Doom, but KP makes it even with that Solar Guardian. And now it makes much more of a difference than it did with just the kill.
Well, fighting up against the Ember Spirit here. KP coming in with the ulti as well. Waveform onto the side. That's going to be Valky down. Ursa fighting in the front line. Has the Diffusal Blade, but he's taking more damage than he would like to. Armel blinking in aggressively. They're running out of tools and they have to disengage. Moody TPing in behind the tree line, but they're not interested in him. They want the Ursa. At least they'll get to him. Looks like he's way too far now.
Read the Emperor without the BKB against the puck and the line. This is, if you're playing the Emperor like this, you cannot be in front. It has to be Doom in front all the time, and you have to be staying in the back line. This is just not the way to approach the build you have. If you have an axe, you're still going to be fast enough to join the fight.
Doom gonna be in for a bit of an ill surprise because DJ and Armel just happen to stumble upon a Doom. Stack number 3 for DJ. It's 120 bonus damage now.
I mean, smoke did break. The Doom needs to be faster on the BKB charges. Really, with the hero, you just need a 6 seconds. If you initiate the fight, it doesn't take longer than that. But he's being conservative on it. Every single time the Fnatic get a kill, they're getting follow-ups.
They're getting some good kills too because it's in a constant flow. We have a total of 43 kills in 23 minutes. We're closing up on a 2 kills per minute average, which can also translate into a bit of a bloodbath in terms of averages. Very, very fighting game.
There's Lincolns on the Morphing, and there is going to be a Lincolns on the puck fairly soon. Morphing also has an Aghanim Scepter that makes the Dirsa's game just not as nice, but he can also turn into the Ember. Ember is an agility hero, so you're going to take away his attacks, but it's not going to hurt the Ember that much, but it's going to make the Morphling super powerful. I'm just curious to see what he's going to go for, and we're going to be finding out fairly soon because Fnatic are going for a smoke, and they know exactly where their enemies are because of the great vision they have set up.
See if they can get there. Smoke off from Purple Paradox. They're going the other way around. KP is the only hero that doesn't show on the map because he can always ulti in with the Solar Guardian. Aegis has just expired. And Fnatic, their smoke's running out, but they're coming in from the back, so they're waiting in the trees. Feels like they have information on what Purple Paradox are doing right now.
Is he Valky?
And they are gonna sniper courier. They've revealed their location, and they will still want to take this fight. They have a good ward here, though, where this fight's about to break loose. They don't see the sentry, so they don't still know where they are. They're gonna find the Morphling. Gabby all by himself. KP coming in for the rescue. Waveform out. While Valky on the side, though. The chains don't quite work out for him. It was actually that was actually the Morphling using his chains onto the camp. Now the backup arrives. Armel into the middle. DJ looking for the stun. Does get Valky, but they're gonna be losing KP. They lose DJ. Maybe even more. Janual. Ursa slapping away. Arrow flies in. Dead Tiny. Maybe Armel as well as the next target. Can they get to him? Seems like they're guessing a bit incorrectly here. Which path did the puck take? Plus, a puck could be anywhere by now. But still, Purple Paradox, 3-0.
Wala pa daw silang org. Yun lang, sabi nila.
Doom needs a way to cancel that Lincoln's, or he needs the Aghanim's. We're seeing now he got the Ether Lens, going to be going for Nags later on. He was the Lincoln's blocked the Doom. When you look at Purple Paradox, other than the differential blade, it's very hard for them to break that one. That's big, because he's the biggest nuisance on the map that is giving vision. No, very nice smoke from Purple Paradox. It dodges all the wards, waits all the wards from Fnatic to expire. Even though Fnatic knew something was up, they couldn't get into a good fight, because Purple Paradox, that was their timing. Long BKB duration. Versa allows it to go through the support. So don't really care about the timing before the line. You kill way too fast. The first steps are going to be key for Fnatic for the continuation of this game.
Can they defend the spot tower? They just used a glyph for it, so they want to. DJ already blinking in. Armel finding the Doom. Doom gonna get coiled up, and he's already lost half of his HP. BKB sub stun coming out. Arrow will connect. Puck's gonna be in trouble. They just need the damage. That's a huge one. And Armel's gonna go down. Well, Gabby onto the front line. He's down to 1,000 HP. They will take down Muty, but now Ursa walking in. He's gonna start slapping down KP. KP, he's trying to stack up on those Fury swipes. There should be no escape, but he ults into the high ground. Valky take down DJ on this other side of the fight. But Januel still in the middle. KP throwing in another hammer. Sharpshooter being dodged. Ursa about to lose his life. KP takes him down. Seimei will follow in to take down KP's Dawnbreaker. Now Gabby disengaging from the fight as they've lost 4 heroes. At least they got the Ursa in the process. Beautiful plays there from KP, but it was at least something that they could salvage, because they end up losing a lot of heroes, Harry.
Yeah, lucky arrow from Ibarra getting onto the puck. That is the thing. That is the thing that lost the fight for Fnatic immediately. The second that puck got arrowed, Fnatic was like, what the hell are we gonna do? It could have been even worse. The only reason they got the Ursa is because Dawnbreaker got out at the last second. It was 1 or 2 hits the Ursa needed, but with the overpower that's less than a second. So the second that got out, Ursa went a little bit too far. Back to get the Ursa, but it's not enough to justify that fight for him.
That was a pixel perfect arrow that just flew in. It looked like it was gonna miss, but somehow Puck's hitbox is just big enough to catch that arrow on the flight. And 28 minutes with 27 for Fnatic, 26 for Paradox, and Harry is probably 25 years old, so we have a good, nice set of numbers here. Fearless, catch Tiny. Valky does get some damage out as well, but Morphling wants to turn it around, and Valky ends up dying instead. Januel lives, but the Morphling in trouble. He's gonna get doomed up. They finally managed to find a way to break the Lincolns, and is surrounded by enemies. They will trade off mid for carry. Ember even bought back. Valky wanted a bit of extra revenge here. Tried to get the connection on Januel, but no chains to fly out this time.
With Ember's buyback,
They're going back in. They're going back in. They want to die back on this hero. No finger though. But do they have the damage for it? They need it. They need to kill Valky, and they will. Arrow is gonna fly in, stunning off DJ, but Valky die back. 100 seconds gone is costly, even if Fnatic lose 3 heroes in the process.
It's not that big of a deal, because the Roshan is going to be spawning for 35, just enough for Fnatic's heroes to come back and then run towards Purple Paradox. Their speed they never had in this game is going to be crucial, because that's exactly what they need. If they engage the fight 5 versus 4 without the Ember, Purple Paradox they can't fight, especially not without the Doom.
Close to catching this one. Oh no, not again! Not again! The stun from KP though, it cancels the right click animation from the Ursa. Sharpshooter misses, but they see where the puck is. Armel, 2 seconds for Orb. Can't get close enough. KP though, he's got a Starbreaker, will stun up the Ursa. He will get the Celestial Hammer, get even further away. Arrow flying in, Janual interrupting. They will get Armel as Seimei relentless with the chase. Tiny falls as well. And now we talked about Fnatic having their heroes up again. Well, they just lost 2, and Ember's gonna respawn faster than they do. And Ursa can take this Roche now because they feel a bit uncontested. However, Fnatic, they want to slow it down. They want to fight Seimei. Finger being used. Not going to be enough damage. BKB up on him as well. KP, he's going to use the Starbreaker. No stun on the Doom. KP in trouble. Ursa coming out of the pit, fighting it all the way to the end. He's got Enrage, but he needs to get it out. He's got BKB as well. He's surrounded. He needs it all, and he gets it, but he still dies. It's a disaster for Purple Paradox. Fnatic baited them out of the pit for this fight and still turned it around. But Morphling, he's in the fight again. They did buy back on the puck, but now if they can take this Aegis for themselves, which looks like they can, they'd have to buy back the Ursa for this. I don't think they want to.
You don't want to do it. The first mistake there was from Armel that went in. You could wait for your teammate to push in the waves and then you go forward, but he was being aggressive, cocky. He eats an arrow. He doesn't die immediately, but in the chase he does die, baiting his Tiny into death as well. But now, Purple Paradox, they make the same mistake. The thing is, everything was set up perfectly for Fearless. I don't know if you saw him there from the side playing with Fnatic, not allowing their initiations to work out. But Purple Paradox, they went too deep. They got too greedy for kills, and it ends up costing them. The second Roche not going into the Ursa is a big deal, and now the Shard, it's not going to be on the Ursa, it's going to be on Gabby's Morphling.
Oh man. Fnatic really finding some tools. You could say it was a bit of a calculated bait. Let's give away a couple heroes, force them out into a desperate fight, buy back in, win the fight, and get the objective they wanted. Take it for themselves.
I mean, this is perfect for Fnatic in the end. The buyback from the puck is a small price to pay to target the biggest timing of the Ursa being the second Aegis. So now you're gonna be very happy with it. The 1k gold lead is enough for you to feel okay considering you're up against Doom. This Doom has an Octarine, there is gonna be an axe coming out fairly soon. He's only like 700 gold away.
Yeah, he needs that Aghanims. That's like the only way. Otherwise, you need like a Hex on Morana or the Ember Spirit. Otherwise, the Morphling with his Shard, the only thing that Purple Paradox has are stuns. So with that Shard, you're always going to get your Strength Morph out. AoE Doom is probably the only thing where he ults himself and blinks in. Get out.
It's actually the Ludwig is also an agility hero, so Morphling turning into a Ludwig is also great to have. You have 3 heroes that you're really good to turn into. The Ursa is quite nice now as well, considering you have a Shard, so you can use that Third Shock just for your own benefit. But either one of them is fine. The mobility from all 3 of those heroes is something that the Morphling benefits heavily from, and we're not even going to talk about the 20% agility and of course the 70 attack speed. It is actually insane. So Gabby is doing some really heavy lifting right now for his team.
Massive this game. They need this Dunax, which they have now. But they just need to utilize it properly in these fights. It's the only way I can see that this Morphling can actually be killed in a reasonable amount of time. Self-doom and then blink. Otherwise, it's just not gonna happen.
You might not need to kill the Morph. You can kill the Buck, you can use the Ursa BKB to kill the Lime, and then Gabby is not going to be as strong as he wants to be because he's not going to have the backup. So let's see Purple Paradox.
No, Ursa, oh dear. Enrage does go off, but it's not good for him, not at all. Enrage used up BKB to get out. They're all stacked up though, they couldn't quite get the kill. They finally get the Ursa. Morphling, he's getting ulted here by the Doom. No strength more for him, and it's still going to last. Seimei's going to stand on top of it. BKB's out though. They get the Morphling. Morphling finally out of the stun, but not enough. He couldn't get the strength morph out in that small split second. And Fnatic pay the ultimate price in the end. They can't keep the morph up. They got the Ursa kill, but damn did it take long. All that really saved that fight was Agi able to press the Enrage like 0.1 seconds before the Tiny landed his avalanche. Pressed R, Pog.
Like, wow, you're so good, you pressed R.
that really is what changed the fight here. They're gonna lose Januel as well. He is dodging around with the haste. I mean, he's able to actually get out. Yeah, Valkyrie doesn't have the mana. Okay. Overseal Totem. Yeah.
Kasi nandun nila.
Feels that took it personally that he missed the sharpshooter. Really wanted that
Kaya
kill.
babalikan nila yan,
He has
di
been
ba?
playing an awesome game of Dota. He missed the pushback as well in Fearless Love because of the Infernal Blade. If he would have caught
Hindi
the
na
eye
kasi
there,
parang
the
naano sila
Infernal Blade for
nagsalita.
Seimei wouldn't have come at the exact same time and then he killed him. Kind of unfortunate there for the Immortal Paradox. Still, they're going to be quite happy with what just happened in that fight, and that is the dual mags really coming into play. That is the thing that you have to find ways to do. If Fnatic have these force stats, they're guiding their side.
Seimei already going in with the blink at the same time as they baited with the Marana, but Seimei, is it going to be enough for him here? He's trying to keep them busy, but they're all spreading in separate directions, and he does have a BKB on cooldown now. Dawnbreaker still chasing him, Morphling on top of the Doom. Seimei dead. Not giving two hoots about being silenced or muted there. Gabby just waveforms in, finishes off with the right clicks, takes down Seimei. A lot of money given as well for him.
Well, Seimei hasn't been impressive in this game. He has made multiple mistakes in it, not using the BKB in time, jumping when he shouldn't here again, going for that one. You could just be happy, okay, we lost it here, who cares, let's just go back. Now, it allows the Fnatic to there's no do, which allows the Morphling to do whatever he wants. Gabby has enough stats to just run in without the do. There's almost no chance that he's going to be going down, at least not first.
We've discussed how important that Aghanim's on the Doom is, so without it, it does feel like Gabby is unkillable. He has died 5 times this game, but a couple of those have been when they're fully able to overpower the Morphling with multiple heroes. In the last
Kasi diba
fight,
yung 2 babalik, ay yung 2
Ags ulted.
Ursa has SMY. He didn't go for the bash.
ginagawa ni Januel, ang dami
I was skeptical about, but the status resistance is actually really big in this game. You don't want to be popping the enrage immediately
1K lang
unless you really have to. So having the
1K
added
lang yung
status
lamang,
resistance allowing you to survive maybe through the initial stunts
So ang
is a solid approach. Yeah, it's very out of
next
Why
game
Diablo is so tiny, you can always use the enrage only to KB out of it because of the added status. So it makes sense. But really that basher is something I want to see. And first he wants to take a shard. And now we are seeing that second roach really come into play where Agia isn't going to have that key item being the basher because these force stats and the supports are really starting to hurt you.
Yeah, and that also, like, him lining up the shard, having to buy it is because they missed out on the
Just like
Roshan that they really needed for the Ursa. So, has to buy it individually. It feels like wasted money. It's still a really good shard, but in terms of economy, it feels like a bit of a waste having to buy it instead of just picking it up from Roshan, which you can single-handedly kill with this hero. But he has it now, so Earthshock will also apply an Enrage. Downside of it, it doesn't break roots if you cast it, so you have to use Enrage to break
kayo pa din ba ni Joel
spells.
Si Joby,
Get the status resistance, however. Tiny, already trapped in the river. That's a start for Purple Paradox. Sharpshooter will give some vision. Not connect on any heroes.
Kasi di ba natulupan ata siya?
See Armel, Arrow. They've got the puck and again just caught under vision. Puck trapped, but they get a lot of healing from KP though. And they get a 3-man stun with it. Armel gets out. He should not have been, but he is able to. Valky down by Gabby. Big kill. Morphling getting doomed up by Seimei. Seimei, now he's having to decide which one do I really want to go for. He wants the Morphling. Morphling getting stuck. That he is at almost 6,000 HP, and it is slow work, but it is honest work that they're doing here. Morphling still getting out. The force staff is not enough by DJ. Valky finding the Lion. Lion gets a 2-man stun, but it's also bounced back by the Lotus Orb cast by Moody. And Fnatic losing 4 heroes in this fight. Valky buying back on the Ember Spirit again. But now he can't die the next time. The next fight, if they kill the Ember Spirit, it's going to be tough for Purple Paradox. But for the time being, they get to push.
Purple Paradox are strong in this game. I was like, okay, arrow onto the buck, and Zaymake goes greedy and doesn't want to use the Doom immediately. I was like, this is gonna lose you the fight, but no, he just uses Doom on himself. The first 5 seconds, it's not on top of anyone, and he still runs down the Morphling, going to show just how much power Purple Paradox have. Of course, you got the arrow onto the buck, but it is bound to happen at some point. It happened a little bit too much in this game. Really on point, constantly going for those arrows, threatening, and Armel, you know, sometimes you just have a fraction of a second when you're not thinking, but he's actually in the tree, so it's not like he could have predicted it either way.
Puck was also cutting the creep waves in mid, so they had to force themselves back. So they can't push any objectives that they wanted to. An almost team wipe to just pushing out waves and getting more farm. At least you got a lot of gold for it, but that's about it. You spent the buyback for that. It kind of hurts being Purple Paradox in that term. And considering they had a ward which showed Puck's location, got caught in the arrow, and they still weren't able to kill him during it. KP timely save with that solo card.
This is a good score. Good score for Purple Paradox. They just need to wait around their own vision.
Direction, high ground advantage on that. The board's placed down, they know where they are, and now they have the advantage. Does Purple Paradox want to go high ground? Big question for them, because they're like, we could, but do we want to?
They are not sure where Fnatic is. Now when they see a hero on top, they're immediately going to go into that area.
Dalawa
The
naka-4
thing is,
stop
that was
eh.
kind of lucky for Fnatic. Paradox decided to play around the bottom river ward, but if they played around the top one, Fnatic would have been absolutely demolished in that fight.
Morana gets the D ward. And they spot Dawnbreaker in the pit. It's again Fearless. Fearless is playing absolutely out of his mind again, just finding the right targets. Armel targeting the Hoodwink. Ursa's also here. Can Ursa get the hits in? No. Armel's still running away. Zaymake gonna get the blink in, and the stuns, and the doom being landed as well. Puck gonna go down. Then KP tried to save him, but not gonna work out this time. It's already 2 heroes lost for Fnatic. Now they're gonna go for more. Yeah, that fight spreading in 2 directions. DJ on the other side about to drop. He's mana draining to keep himself alive a bit longer. Januel gonna get hit by the Infernal Blade. Valky finally finishes up the kill. And they're gonna take Januel as well. 4 heroes down. Gabby, the only survivor. And this time, they actually get something out of it for Purple Paradox, and it's gonna be Roshan.
This Doom is way too strong. The Doom lasts forever.
Sunog sa inyo.
That's like ages in Dota time.
Shoutout Lord,
Now
pag ilang game
he
na po
has
to?
level
Game
25.
2.
His Infernal Blade with the Shard is going to be doing so much damage. I mean, there isn't a hero on the map that can fight the Doom. I don't even know if there's 2 heroes. The thing with Fnatic's lineup is they like to see a target and bam, destroy it, jump everything on it. But if you try to do it, there is always going to be this big circle, the pentagram that you don't want to go in. So very tough for Fnatic to fight right now. It's almost impossible.
I'm all about pentagrams, man. I love them.
You jump in it?
Yep.
Yung nalaglag
You
ng
then
kasama
play
nila.
Fnatic.
Well, one thing is for certain here. If Purple Paradox is able to win this game, that would be the first series loss for Fnatic in BCS Pro Series for 2 entire seasons inside the group stages. So they're up for a really, really big upset. And this is kind of like this is a bit of an underdog story in a sense, but Purple Paradox isn't even pulling off like they're not like a team who feel like, oh wow, like the bottom end of team taking the top team in a 2-0, like unbelievable story. This is an actually really, really good team with the pace that they've been playing. They've shocked a lot of viewers.
They've shocked me. They've shocked me at the start of the tournament with the way that they played. They shocked me more in the last game. I think the last game they played better because this time around I would say that they have the drafting advantage slightly over Fnatic. Last time that was not the case, and they still managed to make it work with the plays. But the one who has shocked me the most, the one who's playing the best Dota is Fearless. He's just playing amazingly in both of the games. The vision he is giving, the initiations he's making, the plays, everything is on point, and he's the one that's setting everything up for success with just him constantly seeing or knowing where Fnatic are. And you can see he's the one drawing the lines. He knows where they are.
Let's see what they can do here. Smokes on Fnatic. Tinker Ward under the tower as well. Wait for him. Gabby shows himself. They're gonna jump right on top of him. Instant reaction. Arrows in as well. Gabby down. No buyback. Fnatic. They are in shambles. This is terrible for them. DJ down as well. Purple Paradox, ladies and gentlemen. Armel somehow able to juke for a while, but not for long enough. He just does get himself into the phase shift, orbing forward, showing what this puck can do the best. He's got a blink available again, and still manages to juke them about and around. But still, Purple Paradox, Morphling gone for 70 seconds. This is their time to strike, but their waves are being cut. Januel pushing bottom, KP pushing mid. They don't have creeps. Backdoor protection's already in, and Armel destroying the last as well. Just getting a little bit of extra poke in. Valky trying to bring in the creep wave from the mid wave.
Armel's footwork is what's keeping Fnatic in the game. It doesn't necessarily mean they can win this, but at least he's creating enough space for the lanes to get pushed off. So beautiful. You can see again how Fearless are constantly pinging. They're here. As soon as someone shows go, and Seimei, he follows the call, and it just ends up being amazing for Fnatic. It's actually amazing for Purple Parallax. It's actually amazing that Fnatic only got out to this one with 2 heroes dropping.
They were trying to find KP there, but with the Trickster Cloak, he walks literally past the Hoodwink. Back to safety. You keep on doing this. Backdoor protection is up once again. Fantastic footwork from Fnatic.
This is just the individual play from Armel and from to stay in the game. It's not allowing them to win the fight. I don't know how well they need to play the fight for them to win, especially with the vision always being on the side of Purple Paradox, and that's going to be happening throughout the game because you're up against the Mirana.
They found the Mirana. That's talking about the Mirana. Big finger kill there for DJ. 40-second cooldown as well. Armel sniping another courier, a bit of extra gold for the team.
Kailangan ma-shutdown nila agad yung tube kasi parang ang
They want
hirap.
that buyback on the Morphling, so they need that team gold.
For sure. Without the gem, and with Fnatic having it right now, it allows them to get into a position where they might be the ones initiating fights. You can see DJ went for a Shadow Blade. He understands how important vision and positioning is going to be in these fights. Because if it is Purple Paradox jumping in first, Fnatic have already lost the fight. So he needs to be the one setting it up, just as Hoodwink is doing it for the Purple Paradox team. But you do not have a lot of inputs, and you do not have the ability, so you have to make it up with someone else. So really good item choice for DJ.
47 minutes in the making. Purple Paradox, 20,000 gold ahead. Fnatic still holding their ground. Buying time, stretching it further. It's not completely over for Fnatic. Buybacks are up. They still have at least 2 fights. At least 2 fights. They can still pull off more. But how do they actually win the fight? Because it feels like right now they're on the receiving end.
They have to be the ones initiating duels.
I agree.
So good vision. You win the fight.
Balot, may sisew.
Nothing.
Pero yan,
Their items are already perfect for them to disengage, to run away, stuff like
Kung may
that.
sisaw yan, hindi ko
But if it's
kakainin.
Purple Paradox jumping in, or doing just last.
Hindi ako makain balot. Penoy lang
Seimei
ako.
is gonna get the refresher. But to be honest, it's more about his BKB
Paradox,
than it is
ano ba
for the
to?
Doom. The Doom lasts long enough already. If he's running towards the enemies for 16 seconds with the first Doom, you know the fight.
Dire-diretso pala laban ng Purple Paradox. After nito, may game sila versus AG naman Kalayowe.
Be a big deal.
Ito
But you
ang
can see
PP.
he's not spending the gold. The only way Purple Paradox
Tas Exe na.
the next, let's say 5 minutes is if they die.
Exe kalaban
and
ni
don't
Sir
have
siya.
buybacks. So if they're keeping
Pero
their
best score
gold in
netong
check,
PP na
they
to.
are they're in a good position.
They're rotating bottom, and they're going for the Ursa first. He does get the range off just in time. MLS is pumped as well. They do have Fearless though inside the tree line. Doom coming in, Seimei with the counter initiation, but the Doom is actually taking a lot of damage here. He needs some backup. Ursa finally coming back in, and Gabby falling. The Ursa down. Armel dies as well. Fnatic losing heroes are going to come with the buyback as well. DJ going to get dived to the backline by Valky, and the arrow onto Januel. Now it's KP in the front. No backup. Ursa is hammering them, but Valky is getting the the kills. An ultra kill for the Ember Spirits. KP dying back,
Dapat yung Ember
but
binan
the
na lang
puck
nila eh.
wasn't there. The Lion didn't buy back. The Morphling didn't buy back. And now it is base defense time. This time, nobody cutting these creep waves away from Purple Paradox.
Pero nakatawa na si Collapse eh.
I'd rather want to see a
Skiter
blast
wala
streak
lang
on the
kaming
Doom
picture.
than a havoc hammer. You need the armor on the Doom.
Yung Ember, at
as you
nabilaban
thought
yung
at the
Ember
start of the
eh.
game, now it has come to a
Binigay
point
kasi
where
ulit
they
nila yung
turn
Ember,
around.
lakas din kanina ng Ember.
Maybe now it's way too late for Fnatic even to capitalize on the lack of armor on this Doom. because
Pull backdoor
they don't
again.
have nice
Manuel just cut the wave once again. The creeps were destroyed. They will get Seimei on top of the Tiny. He has a Glimmer, he has a Force Step, and he has a TP. He just needs to toss him away. Try to build a bit of a difference in the distance. Just get the blink off. Seimei, overwhelming blink available right now, and on top of Tiny. Beautiful. Knows exactly where he's gonna be, and killing off the Tiny. Tiny does have a buyback though, but he has bought time. And they will find the jump on the mid lane, onto the Mirana, and find a kill. Fearless Blood. However, E-Blade, sharpshooter, one shot DJ, 1,700 and a bit on top to take down the Lion.
Fnatic are losing more and more gold by the minute. You know, Purple Paradox, they can't get much stronger. They're already doing massive amounts of damage. The Emperor,
Si
their
Mira,
suck is
ako si
pretty
Mira.
much stacked.
Boss, sino mas malakas?
You know,
Mag-mid
mobility
sa
on their side is still very, very important. So lacking
Depende
on this
kasi.
department, not gonna be too happy with it. You can see Purple Paradox, they're
Ay,
not
no,
sure
pero-
about this game any longer, so they're buying back. They want to end
Penoy lang ako eh.
Roche is up though. That should be the one that you're targeting. If you take 2 racks and lose the Roche,
Penoy
it's still
lang
not
talaga ako.
ideal for Purple Paradox.
They get some building damage, but can they finally finish off a building is a big question since they've been losing these creep waves time and time again. The Lion being dead, Armel blinking in, tries to clear out some of these. Triple arrow flying in,
Grabe
and a
naman.
connection! Bushwhack!
Napakagaling naman nito.
Fearless!
Na to, be.
He's got them! Seimei blinks on top with the Doom! This might be the end for Fnatic unless they can kill the Doom. Seimei finally down! Morphling stunned up as well, and Gabby down! He will have to buy back.
Ang galing.
Purple Paradox gonna get themselves a lane of racks. The melee will be kept alive for the time being. Valky low on resources, no mana left, and Fearless again. This hoodwink, unbelievable plays. They're stacking up for these bushwhacks, and he's single-handedly winning this game for the team. Purple Paradox in the end. Oh my goodness, the upset is real. Fnatic looking at their first series loss in Pro Series in a long, long time.
What's so dangerous about this Purple Paradox team is that they're not even using everything perfectly. They're not going for perfect items. They can still be better. This team is looking amazing. Their movements are amazing, but
And they call
still change
Gabby.
a lot of things.
Sino mo anong
The arrow
parang
connects.
puta, napakamalas,
And Gabby
Ben.
dieback. That's it, game. GG. That's it. Purple Paradox have done it.
Sa
You know,
momentum to,
fandom, when
kalaban
you see a
naman sila
team that's
Yomi.
doing everything right, combining
GG Gabi.
spell usage, you're like, okay, these guys are good, but what happens
GG
when they're
Gabi,
not in good form? Purple Paradox, there are
Fairness.
spells that they're missing. There are items that I think they should have gone for. Let's say Doom, he's going for Refresher here.
Power,
Immediately,
be.
if you have the armor, if you have the blast rate, it's much easier
So
to
may
win
game
fights.
pa
But
sila
even with
versus
all of that,
ano,
they're winning through sheer
Kalayowe
movement
naman.
and understanding.
Grabe naman, pag natatalo, binigay, hindi naman nila bibigayan mga B. Malakas talaga yung kalaban nila. Message ko. GG Gabi. Putang ina, putang ina.
Yeah, I think this game number 2. I mean, talaga, yung magkaka-time yung average dun sa may top side. Kahit yung may 80s yung palating, paligado sa yun, nag-crumble na yung network. Nangapa. Kasi ano na sila, pa-start na ng pag-cool.
Putang ina mo, sapakin kita eh. Sabi, sapakin daw ako.
Stick to the plan.
Bakit ka rin tumayo? Lumod ka na lang.
Bakit pinapanood yung sarili niyo? Ang title niya.
Magkano todas mukha? Anong magkano todas?
Bakit? Nagdadali.
Pumunta siya.
Kakatalin ka namin. Oh,
Maging kaibigan yun eh.
I know someone before. It looks someone behind you.
Dahil yun.
Ah? Yeah, of course.
Kaya may magagalit na isa dyan, di ba? Dahil sa ginawa nito ng kapagkaibigan sa mga tao.
Ang time to time,
Oo.
you need to check.
Mahina daw siya, sabi si Caesar.
Mag-ano nga muna ako. Magka-cavern. Turbo. Turbo. Ito. Dark Willow. MMR. Ganun pa rin. 5640. 5640. Uling laro ko kailan ba? Ng rank. Rank. Nung 26. Nung 26. Ba to? Tinatakpa naman kasi. Nung 26.
Ala, lagot.
Donate. Hello, Mike, Adrian, Golbe. Hello, Dominic John. Kung di ko alam kay Gabi, ewan ko dito kay Gabi.
Yung ano nila, CD. Na ano nga sila, di ba may virus? So, sila na lang yung mga survivors.
Best friend.
Kasi may baril.
Okay. My bad.
Yo, why are you cleaning your hand, bro? What the heck? What are you trying to
Actually,
do?
kaya siya matagal.
Bro, I'm so lost. What the heck are you doing?
Sinira.
You're leaking my pussy.
Baka mag-emote muna. Hindi ko alam.
Yun ba yung anak niya?
Si Kuko kasi kada pag nananalo kami dun kala 150, binibigyan niya kami
Hindi yan yung isa.
tigto 2K. 2K kay Trixie, 2K sa akin. Pero pagkasali si Joby, tigto 2K kami, tatlo. Hindi kami nagbebet, naglalaro lang kami.
Walang ganun yung anak niya. Yun yung ano yung sa lab. Yung galing sa lab.
Human yun.
Yung pinag-experimentuhan.
No one.
Ako ba pala pangalan?
Parang sinasabi niya kasalanan ng
Planet 8 to yan.
Oo.
wala pa lang
Yung anak niya.
baka mag-emote na. Human work. Human work.
Kasi sisi kasi tignan mo yung ginawa sa kanya ng tao.
Very no.
Kaya siya, inalagaan siya mula baby.
Human work. Sino? Si ano?
Sorry.
Human, work. Human, work.
Hala, naging ano ka na
Sino? Human.
Human.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love them if that's what's in your
I
heart.
love the animation.
5 seconds. 4, 3.
Human, work. Human, work.
What? Shut up, Wednesday. Keep facing.
Human, work.
Caesar.
Very localized.
Ay, hindi si Koba pala yun, Koba.
Bagyo. Human, work. Guys, pauwi nga ng chart yung... Ay, what do you want? Yung ano yung...
This'll be like stealing candy from a... Well, stealing from anyone, really. But this one's in the back.
Get ready.
Human.
Human, please work. Human.
Go.
Bata.
Bata.
Let's get moving.
Papakasang bela.
Can't stay in one place too long.
Heads up. 30 seconds.
24. Ay, 24.
Come on, Jimmy. We're going on a little field trip, Jax. Let's find something to steal. This place is boring me.
Centaurs, wizards, Medusas. You're here because we
I
want the
don't need
best.
a horn to
You
tell
are
me
here.
when to fight.
So, who is ready to defend
Not
himself?
so fast. Let's fly. On my way.
Pugo kasi ba't hindi yung ano...
My time has come.
Hindi nilagyan yung... Saling.
Time to get into trouble.
I saw some balahi.
Can't stay here.
Oo, ito si Blue Eye.
What are we waiting for? Let's see where the road takes us.
Ah, sa bootcamp ko ba? Dito.
I'll prove I'm the best.
Human.
Time to be
Work.
trouble.
Bakla ay, bakla yun. 26 years
Sooner we're out of here, better.
Kobe Smith.
You want me? Okay. Time to move. I can take care of myself.
And we have first blood.
Leather.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
You ready for shenanigans?
Ay, yung ano mo, Kobe. Ay, cute!
Hindi ko pa sure kay Gabi. Pero sabi niya na yun.
Let's get out of here. A little mischief never killed anyone.
Be. Ay, gano'n. Hindi ka nang hagol ah.
Let's start some shenanigans, Jax. I'm going.
Human. Work.
What do you mean?
Bakit may panty dito?
Let's find something to steal. I'm always on the move.
Hala ka. Baka sobrang mahal mo yung ano niya.
No time to dilly-dally.
Hala. Hala. Hala, kitain niya na. Baka mabuti.
Mamaya pa ata, be.
This isn't going to end well. I'm going. Time to move.
That's a double kill.
Here we go. Time to get into trouble. Can't stay here.
Can't stay here.
Let's fly.
The country has the greater work. What are you hiding?
You're ready for shenanigans? No one can stop us! Come on, Jack. Mischiefully.
Ala, patay ka. Hindi kang tao ba?
We're going on a little field trip, Jack.
Lahat na kinain mo.
Saan yun na?
Let's go, Jax. What are we waiting for?
Asta, come here. Labas
Time
mo
to
na.
be trouble.
Sara natin yung gate.
No time to dilly-dally.
Putang ina nito, malapit pa sa akin.
Oh, I got enemy to you. See where the road takes us. You'll see me again soon. Let's find something to steal.
Kill spree.
My time has come. On my way.
Putang ina mo, may rat pala yun.
I'll prove I'm the best.
Hindi na ko ka-narration. Ano mo po ko?
I don't know how to enjoy. Get ready for a surprise. Let's fly. That was never going to end well for you. Let's get moving.
From what year is
89 CC.
Here we go.
there's a monkey there. A huge monkey.
No time to dilly-dally.
Why?
Why there's a gorilla there?
Ask director.
You ready for shenanigans?
Director Tiny, why there are some gorillas there?
Ask yourself. You're one of them.
No, I'm
Your
not.
middle tower might need a little attention.
Mischief awaits.
Don't speak Tagalog, sir. If you speak Tagalog, go out.
Going. Stick around. What are we waiting for? I got a few tricks up my sleeve. Have you met my clone tricks yet? A little mischief never kills anyone.
Dami, dami.
You can fight me.
Ano mo, lima.
Time to be trouble.
I guess.
I guess
I'm always on the move.
in your eyes.
Time to recruit. Let's go, Yes!
Ginagawa mo ang
Can't stay
tapa.
here.
Ba, kala mo, be. Basta-basta.
Moving.
Hangin ng hello, Jot Jot.
Let's see you try to escape. Jix, what is the
Tabi, oh.
Hindi, akala nila.
I'll prove I'm the best.
Akala nila ba basta
Let's keep a lookout. Let's find something to steal. Time to get into trouble.
Tagalog ka? Tinulungan siya.
Kabakas? Hindi kami nagbebet eh. Sila yung
Time to
nagbebet.
Come on, Jack. This'll be fun to watch. Here we go.
Bottom tower's under attack there. You people need to that they're usually going. I want to look at a bottom out of bat or a robot made out of clay or whatever. Really need to handle will need to handle this, and I mean yesterday.
Let's fly. Don't take too much time. What are we waiting for?
Is this a kill spree?
Let's get ready. Time to move. We're going on to field trip.
Their top tower is down.
Mischief awaits. You ready for shenanigans? Good. Time to get out of here. Time to be tough.
Bottom tower is no longer tipped up.
Time to get into trouble. No time to dilly-dally. I'll prove I'm the best. You think the world? Where the hell the team checks, aren't we? Let's find something to steal. Get to work, Jack. No one else goes. Good work, Jack. All right, Jack. You little mischief never killed anyone. I'd run if I were you.
Oh my
Shame
god.
if this isn't over.
The bottom tower is down.
Later na be, naka-live pa ako.
How about the small cup?
Yeah, Alin.
Let's start up and help yourself.
Of course.
Where's the small
Eli, bibig...
Spaghetti.
Start up right now.
Jax, would you say we find who did that in Britain? We did it, Jax!
Nice. Nauho siya na dito. Nauho siya. Ay. So,
I'm always on the move. Here on the spot. Come on, Jax. Jax, protect me! I disappear. Get paid, Jax.
Look at your bottom tower.
Let's
And
go,
good
Jax.
news is you hated your bottom tower. Great news.
Let's see where the road takes us.
Heads up, guys. Fortify your structures. Just more things for you to smash.
Let's find something to steal. Something to be afraid of.
I wouldn't worry about it though, it's not so.
No time to dilly-dally.
Try harder.
You've got nothing.
Try harder.
Bye.
Let's taste some beautiful and tasty spaghetti for the night, Silver.
Your middle tower might need a little attention.
Si Eli walang hotdog. No hotdog for Eli.
Can't stay here.
Coin for me.
Here we go. Move. Time isn't on our side. I forge my own destiny. Time to move.
South tower just fell over.
Ano na ba?
You know what? Let him have it.
Going.
Got bigger fish to fry.
We're going on a little field trip, chicks. You ready for shenanigans? See where the road takes us. I'll prove I'm the best. Retreat, shadows. Something's going to change. My time has come. What are we waiting for? Walls of enemies. Let's find something to steal.
It's good, huh?
Mischief
Because
wins.
it's free. Really? I will stop your fucking
A
face.
little mischief never killed anyone. Time to be trouble.
I'm sorry.
Tower's taking a beating.
Don't take too much time. Gotcha. Go. On, I need help.
Tower's under attack there. You are not going to like this. They are really tearing that thing to pieces.
You make sure muna. Ano ba kung bet?
Silipin nyo lahat ng plato.
Ay, kapatid niya.
What is chunks all about, Kate? The chunk of cheese.
Might want to look into your bottom half. I was just thinking, boy, this. You got to show these idiots who's boss. Those never stop bullying and more time.
This isn't going to end I think a little mischief. I won't let you. Be patient.
Tower might need a little.
Time to get it back.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
I said spaghetti.
Do you need your top tower? I'm only asking because it's being destroyed. Well, that thing could really soak up. The tower might be. That thing is getting stomped on so hard it's going to turn into wine.
Ay, masakit sa lalamunan. You don't want? Slowly.
Because it's
Hindi
hot.
daw siya. Lagyan mo ng hotdog dito lasing sa akin. Ito na.
Darker.
Wala yung hotdog eh.
Time to get serious.
You are unstoppable. Under attack there. Don't actually stop. I'd get over there if I was
Here we
you.
go.
Kaya pa to, be.
All right, bottom tower's down.
We're going. I want to make things move. Show you something to be afraid of. Go. Stick around. Let's find something to steal. I take what's mine. Let's see where the road takes us. No time to dilly-dally. Let's go, Jix.
Might want to look at your
Let's get
bottom tower. I can't believe what I see. It is getting smashed. Oh, wicked! This is a monster kill. That's a double kill.
Time to move.
Tayo ng cheese, wala na, be.
Your middle tower is taking a beating.
Let's fly.
Nalot ba?
Don't get a big head about it, but your structures are fortified. Your middle tower might need a little attention.
Turbo lang.
Enjoy.
This is gruesome. You have your tower is being attacked. You are unstoppable. Even your middle barracks are once over. Maybe middle barracks don't do what they're doing. Good news, you have a
Madaling
pile of
araw
bricks.
sila ulo.
Bad news, it used to be your middle tower is under attack. They say history is written by the victor. It is pretty fun. This way you save yourself a writing assignment here. I want to look at your bottom tower. Are you the last bottom tower? To bring it to the insurance scheme, say no. Watch out, action on your bottom barracks. Your top tower is gone to be with the big rich and his alpha. Don't let him take out your bottom barracks. Top
Oh, you thought you were winning. Time to get into trouble. Can't stay here. You're gonna love this. My time has come. Let's find something to steal. Time to meet her. We did it, Jax! Your turn. I'm always on the move. I'll prove I'm the best. Brushing ribbons. Moving. On my way.
This
Come
is
on.
the second most forced murder I have ever seen.
Moving. This isn't going to end well for you. Can't stay here. The ley lines.
Sabi na eh.
We're not out of this quick. Don't take too much time. You've got to begin to digest. We'll have some fun. Now you see me. Time to get out of town. Our enemies will run before us. be fun to watch.
I forget what happens when this thing dies.
Ano lang to. Alam nyo nga yung may ano kay ano.
Sila yung magre-rebelde, di ba?
Kaya yung mga tao, yan, maglalaban-laban sila.
Yummy.
Yung mga grupo niya.
Yummy. Congrats natin.
Babay mga B, balik ako mamaya.